In this video, I'm going to school you on boosting. I'm going to give you the one-on-one on how to boost. I'm going to make this the dummies guide to boosting for trophies. So what actually is boosting, you may be wondering? Well, boosting is this kind of weird phenomenon when you kind of can't be bothered to play a game in the normal way, you can't be bothered to earn those multiplayer trophies legitimately, you boost. In all seriousness, it's kind of like an organised way of meeting up with fellow trophy hunters and working towards earning the trophies in a multiplayer based game. So rather than just playing the online game for the sake of playing it, you kind of play it geared mainly or predominantly towards earning those trophies. So this does just apply to multiplayer games. So boosting massively speeds up how long it would take for you to actually finish online games. If they're things like just getting 100 kills or something like that, that's where you would meet up with somebody and you might kind of exchange kills. Rather than earning them legitimately, you'll get a group together and you'll just work your way through those online trophies. It saves so much time and it definitely helps. Some games now are so difficult. Some of the multiplayer is just, for whatever reason, difficult to achieve. Maybe the online servers are completely dead. Or maybe it's actually a really difficult game and you don't want to spend 200 hours getting good. You just want to spend 30 hours boosting it with some other trophy hunters. I think boosting a game is kind of like a badge of honor, and it's something that all trophy hunters all go through at one point or another. I would say I'm probably kind of done with my big stakes in boosting now. I've done some big ones in the past and I'm kind of not really into it anymore because it can be really time consuming. But some examples are, for example, if you're playing FIFA 2022, I'm only saying this because I'm playing it recently, rather than playing on the online pro clubs where you just play with random people, you might boost with some people. You still got to play the game legitimately for this game, but you meet people who only want to play towards those trophies, and it just save a lot of time. The biggest one I ever did was for Mountain Blade Warband, where me and a fellow trophy hunter gamer, Dead Man Walking, we boosted the online section of the trophy list, and it was a grim trophy list. It was like 100 kills with sword, 100 kills from mounted, 100 bow kills, 100 throwing kills, 100 kills of mounted enemies. It was like very specific, very specific trophies, which were very excessive, and because the servers were absolutely dead, so every online game had like 16 to 32 people who could be in the game. And if you went on any random game, there'd only ever be 2 or 3 people in every single game lobby, and it wasn't like a matchmaking. There's only ever like 8 lobbies going on at any one time, and there was like 30 people playing this game online on the PlayStation 4 at the time. So that's kind of when boosting becomes really important, because it allows for you to still earn those trophies in servers that are basically dead. And it was a long haul, me and Dead Man. We really had to find each other on the map and then just take turns killing each other. It was quite the grind, and that is kind of like really hardcore boosting, but sometimes it's got to be done. And I think if there's a game you love and you really want to earn the platinum, and the trophy list has multiplayer trophies and it seems quite unobtainable because they're either really excessive, then this is when boosting really comes in and helps you achieve those trophies and, you know, get a platinum. So how do you actually find boosting partners? Well, I would say there's 3 main ways I would recommend you do. Firstly, we have the boosting forums. So the biggest trophy hunting website is of course PSN profiles, and what you can do is, by going on that website, they actually have a designated boosting area where you can click on it, and basically it shows every single game that's currently on the boosting website where people are looking for other trophy hunters to help them boost those trophies out. And of course you can make your own boosting sessions. So if you really need help with a certain multiplayer trophy in a certain game, then you can make your own boosting sessions and people will join. You add them as friends on PSN, and then of course you get playing. And this is really good as well, because when you start to find like-minded individuals like yourself, it's pretty quick to find the next game and find the next person to help you, because when you've already got, you know, 4 or 5 boosting partners, the chances are they're going to need help with other games, and you will as well. So once you get your foot in the door with the boosting community, it's a lot easier to find new partners once you move on to your next game that you need to boost. Now the next one, which is one we use for Alien Fireteam Elite, is just when you're playing online. So we needed a third to help us get through some of the levels, because there was 3 of us playing it, but someone just didn't have as much free time. So the 2 of us who were playing, we ended up just playing with random people online. But when we found people who we actually thought were really good, we just sort of like e-begged them. We were like, hey man, I know you're really good at this game, please help us be good as well. And we met I think we met 2 other gamers who were also working towards the Platinum Trophy in Alien Fireteam Elite, and we had them as friends. We had Discord chats, we had PSN parties, and that way we just kind of got more players. So there was 5 of us working towards this platinum together, and it just made it so much easier. It meant that someone was online every night. You could jump in with them and work towards those trophies, and especially if someone's a bit better, which one of them was, he helped us really develop our skills as well, because he could carry us through certain sections. But of course, Alien Elite Fireteam is a 3-person game where everyone needs to pull their weight. They all have to know what they're doing with their classes, so you can't be carried through that game by one person. But it does help, especially when they have good knowledge of the layout of each level, because this game had so much complexity, so much level. Each level was so different, and each level had to be handled in such a different way. It was really helpful for us to be with someone who'd already been who was so much further in the game than us. And that's kind of another. So if you're really struggling and you're playing with people who you think are really good, if it's a cooperative game, just start messaging them on PlayStation. Just say like, hey man, I would really help. You're really good. Would you like to help me? We'll work together to earn the Platinum Trophy. And you'd be surprised how many people actually are up for doing that with you. Now the next one is boosting communities. So going on from the PSNP, going on from the websites, there's actually designated trophy hunting communities which are a lot more accessible and easier to communicate in, and of course it's Discord. And of course your boy PlatinumBro has his own Discord, and within my Discord we have an online boosting section where people go in, they ask for help, and I know so many people have earned platinum trophies, have met friends from just boosting online through my Discord. But it's not just my Discord, of course, there's other Discords out there which are designated for trophy hunters, and you can join those, meet new people, meet friends, but also meet people who you want to play with. They want to earn platinum trophies, they don't mind a bit of grind, and they're prepared to help you and work together to earn the platinums, and that's what you need. You need a community. Trophy hunting is not so simple as just being you against the games anymore. If you want to play, especially the multiplayers, you've got to dip your toe in the communities. Now you may be wondering, is boosting actually okay? What is my standpoint on boosting? Do I think it should be applied to every single game? Well, in a way, boosting, you are changing the outcome of an online game. You're changing it to meet a means which the game is not necessarily designed to do, be that meeting up with someone to get more kills, to get kills in a row. You kind of are cheesing the game in a way, but I do think that, especially with the older games, which are not competitive anymore and they have dead servers, boosting is essential to actually earn the trophies on these online games. If you think of the original Tomb Raider, well, not the original, the one that came out on PS3 4, that game, but even if you boost that game, it's like a 30-hour boosting session. If you played it online naturally, bear in mind the servers are basically dead now, but if you did play it naturally, it's easily 150 hours, 200 hours. And do you really want to spend that time playing a game, especially when it's not a great game? You just want to get it done. So I don't really mind boosting at all. I think the fighter games, when there's ranked trophies involved and you're kind of jumping in with people just to boost up your ranking, I think that's a bit of a grey area, because obviously people are playing it legitimately. But also, if you're just going to play for 20 hours, get the platinum and then leave it there, doesn't really matter. You're never going to get high enough to affect the leaderboards in the first place, and everyone plays for different reasons. And yeah, those fighting games that are quite competitive, like Call of Duty and things like that, those people who are at the top, they're not going to be bothered by people who are just boosting with their friends, and I think it's absolutely fine personally myself. Now, if you have any questions relating to boosting, put them down below, or you can join my community. Honestly guys, my Discord community is so good. Everyone has so much more knowledge in it than me about everything to do with trophies. There's always someone there who will answer a question for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.